Welcome to Technology Tips, a video series from the J. Lewis Crozer Library. We're glad that you have joined us today. And this video is for teachers, specifically elementary and middle school teachers, and it's going to focus on some of the online resources that are available to you through the Crozer Library and the Delaware County Library System. So let's get started. We have a number of resources that are designed for elementary and middle school students and their teachers, and you can access them directly at delcolibraries.org or indirectly through our website. So since this is coming from the Crozer Library, we're going to start at our website. And as you scroll down, you'll see actually that you can look at our events calendar. You can search the library catalog right from here. You can check out our latest news. But at the bottom of the page, we do have a link to Delaware County Libraries, and that will take you to delcolibraries.org. And we are going to explore e-resources. So we're going to start right here and click on that link. And there are a lot of e-resources available to us from our county library system. So we're going to filter. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to filter by audience. And that will take us to 23 e-resources that are available for kids. Primarily elementary and maybe early middle school, say through 6th or possibly 7th grade, depending on what you're looking for. And we're going to look at a couple different categories of them. We're not going to look at all of them in this video. The first category we're going to look at are read alouds. So as you scroll down through this list, you will notice the Delco Digital Storytime, which is a host of stories read by the county kids librarians. There's animated read alouds from the Ezra Jack Keats Foundation. We also have, let's see, what else do we have here? We have Storyline Online and Unite for Literacy. And these are options for you if you want to have books read to your kids as part of class. I want to point out two specifically. One is Storyline Online, and this is a resource available from SAG, the Screen Actors Guild. And when you tap on a title, it will take you to the video with a member of the Screen Actors Guild, in this case, Julie Hill, reading the book as fast as words can fly, and you can decide the platform you want to use to watch that video. But what's also nice is for each book, you'll get grade level, you'll get the time that it takes to read the book, and then there are activity guides. So for some books, there's both a teacher activity guide and a parent guide, and for other books, there's just a teacher activity guide. So you've got some pre, during, and post-reading activities plus some extensions for each book. So this would allow you then to use a Storyline Online for an entire lesson around the book, not just for the book itself. Another one I want to point out is Unite for Literacy. In this database, there are more than 400 original picture books. A quarter of them are in Spanish, and then there are also audio narrations in more than 40 languages. So if you have some English language learners in your classroom, this might be a good resource for them as well. So these are just two of the read aloud resources that are available to you. There are also two audiobook resources. So Audible is here that you might be familiar with. So Audible for kids, and you can stream stories just to listen to give your kids a break from screen time. And then there is also LibriVox, which are audiobooks read by volunteers, books that are in the public domain. So that's another choice for you as well. There are also a number of ebooks, interactive ebooks. So we have capstone ebooks for kids. I'm going to take you there for a quick second. Again, you can filter by grade, reading level, lexile level. There's titles in English and Spanish, and inside each of these books, there's a read aloud component. There are some links to get you to other places, and as you can see, you've got a combination of fiction and nonfiction, science, STEM, history, social studies, so lots of different kinds of books in here, 125 books in this database at the moment. We also have BookFlix, which gets you videos and ebooks. And we also have TrueFlix, nonfiction, and Tumble Books, again, existing picture books with animation, sound, and music. So there are quite a few read alouds and ebook databases available to you. If you want to know more information about the ebook platforms we have, you can watch the other videos specifically about the three ebook platforms we have: Hoopla, Overdrive, and Libby. There's also one other kind of resource that I want to point out to you here: Science Reference Center, and the other one is Elementary Gale in Context. Both of these are research databases designed for kids. And when you click on that database, you'll be able to search by topics. You can also search the news, look for pictures, or look for videos. We're going to look for polar bears. And when we search for polar bears, we get some basic facts about them, some quick facts, and then here's the database component: book articles, news articles, and magazine articles. If we click on a magazine article, what do polar bears do? You'll see at the very top that I have some choices. I can actually post this directly to my Google Classroom. So if I'm logged in to my Google account, I can choose my class, and then I can choose my action. I want to create material with this, and then it will take me to the page where I can give a title to my material, give a description if I want, and then obviously choose the students perhaps for whom this resource is being created. So let's do that. This is about polar bears, and then I'm going to tell them that they need to read the article. If I can type it properly. And then I will post it, or I can schedule it if I don't want it posted immediately. And then I can view it in my class. And when I get there, there is the article for me. Now, the nice thing is my students do not need to log into Gale in Context to read this article. If they want to search for other articles in Gale in Context Elementary, they will need their library card to log in, but not to get to the specific article that you chose for them. If you're not in Google Classroom, if you have a Microsoft Office 360 account, you can sign in with that, and then you would also be able to do a number of things with this text here that you found. We've also got reading levels as well. So there is an advanced search, and at the advanced search, you can narrow your search by lexile measure, by a range, or if there's a specific lexile, you can do that as well. So you have some nice options to help you get at resources that match your students' reading levels. In Science, the Science Reference Center, you can't post directly to Google Classroom, but you can save it directly to your Google Drive, and then that will just be that one more step to get that up into your Google Classroom. So you do have some options there. So to recap, we've got stories and read alouds, and then we have some cross-curricular resources for kids. The last thing you need to think about is, how are you going to use these resources? Are you going to use them in a synchronous setting or an asynchronous setting? And then you need to recognize that you might need to change some settings. So if you're going to use a read aloud or something that has an audio component, and you're going to need to play your computer audio in a Zoom or a Google Meets, you need to make sure that when you share your screen, you check the share computer sound option so that that audio comes through to the folks who are in your meeting. That's in Zoom. In Google Meets, you need to go to the three dots at the bottom, choose settings, choose audio, and then change your microphone from whatever the default is, which is probably what it's on, to stereo mix. And that will then play your computer audio. When that computer audio is done and you want to talk again, you're going to have to quickly change that setting back to your default microphone. So just important to recognize that there are a couple more steps involved if you are going to include computer audio as part of synchronous or asynchronous instruction. If you need a library card, you can email support@delcolibraries.org, or you can visit delcolibraries.org, scroll down, look for Get a Library Card, and it will take you to a page with some directions, plus a link to apply for a library card online. If you teach in Delaware County but don't live in Delaware County, we could still get you a Delaware County library card so you can access these resources for your students. Please call the Crozer Library. You'll find all our contact information at the bottom of our website, and we'll be happy to help you out. Thanks so much for watching this technology tips video from the Crozer Library.